My name is Leo and I make bad decisions for views. This one started with a Google search, most haunted abandoned school near me, OAKHAVEN Reformatory for Boys, closed in 1972 after a mysterious boiler explosion, and whispers of something far worse topped every list. The footage you're about to see is raw, unedited, and the last thing I recorded. The chain link fence was a joke, rusted through in a dozen places. I slipped in, my camera's LED light cutting a feeble path through the oppressive dark. The main building loomed like a rotten tooth, windows shattered into jagged grins. The air was wrong thick with the smell of wet plaster, decay, and underneath it all, the faint, sweet tang of old copper. My first rule, never go alone. I broke it. My second rule, keep an exit in sight. I broke that too the moment I stepped into the grand hallway. The floor was a mosaic of broken tiles and fallen plaster. Lockers, their paint blistered and peeling, lined the walls like upright coffins. That's when I heard the first click, metallic, precise. I swung my light. Nothing. Then another click from down the hall, near a door marked Principal. I approached, my breath fogging in the sudden chill. The door was ajar. Inside, a massive oak desk sat perfectly preserved under a layer of dust. On it was a single, crisp, modern sheet of paper. It read in neat typewriter font, "Leo, we've been waiting for class to begin." My blood froze. I backed out, my light trembling. That's when the whispering started. Not from one place, but from everywhere, a susurrus of childish voices weaving through the empty halls, coming from the walls themselves. Stay after school. Detention is forever. He wants a new pupil. I ran. Not toward the exit, but deeper, panicked, taking a staircase down into a basement corridor labeled boiler room and storage. The whispers followed, growing louder, more distinct. I could make out words now, chanting in unison. "Repeat after us. Repeat after us." The boiler room door was sealed with a heavy chain, but the lock was new, shiny. Through the grimy window, I could see the massive dead boiler, and in front of it, arranged in a perfect semicircle, were 7 small, shadowy shapes sitting cross-legged on the floor. They weren't moving, just sitting, facing the cold iron. A hand, small and ice-cold, slipped into mine. I screamed, yanking away, and pointed my light. There was nothing there. But on my palm, a faint residue of something black and sticky, like old ink. The chanting in the walls became a demand. "Say it. Say you want to stay." I fumbled with the camera, ready to smash it, to run blind. That's when the film grain on my viewfinder distorted, and a new voice, deep and grinding like stone on stone, spoke not around me, but through my own headphones, plugged into the camera. "Leo," it grated, "look behind you." I didn't want to, I sobbed, but I turned. At the end of the basement hall, where I had just come from, stood a tall, impossibly thin figure in the tattered remains of a teacher's gown. Its face was elongated, stretched over the bone, with no eyes, just deep, dark sockets. It held a long, wooden pointer rod in one hand. The other hand beckoned, a single finger curling slowly. "You are late," the thing whispered directly into my mind. "But we have a desk ready for you. You will learn. You will sit. You will remain." The 7 shadows in the boiler room stood up in unison. They turned. Their faces were smudges of shadow, but I felt their attention. I dropped the camera. The last image it captured was my own fleeing back, the slow, deliberate footsteps of the tall teacher following me, its pointer rod tapping rhythmically against the lockers as it began its lesson. Tap, tap, tap. I'm home now. The doors are locked, but my hands still smell like that ink, and sometimes in the dead quiet of night, I hear a faint metallic click from inside my closet, and a whisper just on the edge of hearing. "Class is still in session."